Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Joel here back again at the speed of light and welcome to the United Showdown League Week 3 battle against the Minnesota Monfernos, coached by Flame Horizon, and we are 1-1, one win, one loss. First week we destroyed our opponent, and second week we got destroyed because I don't think. Yeah, I should really start doing that. Thinking is important, and when I went into this game, I was thinking, let's think this game. I gotta win because last game I really wasn't playing properly. I was literally clicking the first thing that came into my mind. But this game, I decided not to do that because it was good for most of us, except for him, yeah, at least. And another thing I was thinking going into this battle was that here's Vaporeon. He's the person who sniped it from me, and I gotta take my revenge. Like I said in the draft analysis, I will take my revenge. So that is kind of exciting for you guys. You guys want to see whether I do take my revenge. So yeah, keep on watching. And before we begin this video, smash that like button down below. Show that love for the Charizards. Subscribe if you have not already, and just comment down below anything you want. Maybe about the battle or anything. And I know Anan is gonna comment first. I know it. He always does that. So yeah. Without any further ado, let's get into the video and show you what sets I was bringing and what he bought. So he had a Scolipede, Terrakion. I was scared because Scolipede could pass speed into that Terrakion, which could be a big problem. Then he had a Raikou, a Dodrio. Dodrio could also cause problems after some mods are gone. Then Vaporeon, of course, my dear H2O, and he had a Mega Alakazam. I, on the other hand, had a Garchomp holding the Rocky helmet with Stealth Rock, Fire Fang, Earthquake, and Toxic. It was max HP, 8 in attack just to hit decently hard, 200 defense, 48 special defense with an impish nature. He had a Darmanitan at the back, so it was basically to wall that, the Scolipede, and the Terrakion, and it did pretty well this battle. He also had a fortress at the back. That's why I had Fire Fang on here because it did more than Fire Blast with those EVs and stuff. Actually, sorry, it did not do more, but both were 2-hit KOs, and I preferred something which was more accurate. That's why I went for Fire Fang over Fire Blast. Then we had next Alamomola, holding the leftovers Wish Protect Toxic card, a really basic set with 252 HP, 212 defense, bold nature, 36 in special defense because 36 EVs were left, and I guess special defense was the best place to put it in because it's frail on the special side. And I had 8 in special attack to just hit decently hard and to do some good amount of damage on the Terrakion. It was once again my physical wall, once again as a backup wall for my Garchomp because Garchomp does not get recovery other than rest. So that was also for the Scolipede, Terrakion, and mainly the Manachan. Then I had Mega Venusaur. I forgot to make it normal Venusaur, but it's fine, I guess. It didn't matter much. Uh, it had Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, HP Fire, and Synthesis to gain my HP back. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, a good coverage for his team, and it deals with most part of his team. And I had HP Fire for things like Scolipede and once again the Fortress. 252 HP, 156 defense, 20 special attack, 80 special defense with bold nature. You might see this is defensive as well, but this was my specially defensive ball for the Raikou and the Vaporeon. Then I had Magiana, which was my answer to the Mega Alakazam because this was the only thing that could deal with it properly. That is take hits from it. So it had an Assault Vest with Volt Switch, Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon, HV Fire, Volt Switch for Momentum, Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon, Stab, and does pretty well against his team. And HP Fire just for the Fortress and things like that, even the Scolipede if needed. 200 HP, 44 defense, 250 special attack, 8 special defense, 4 in speed. The 4 in speed is to outspeed an uninvested Vaporeon with a modest nature to hit as hard as possible. Then we are an Ezelf, and we are bringing the same choice scarf on it again 3 weeks in a row with U-turn, Psychic, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. Now this might be getting old for you because 3 weeks in a row, come on, choice scarf, that's too much of choice scarf Ezelf, but it just does well all the 3 games. So yeah, I just had to bring it with 4 attack to hit decently with U-turn, especially on the Mega Alakazam. 252 special attack, 252 speed with a hasty nature, and finally making its debut, we had Hitmonlee with normal gem, fake out, blaze kick, high jump kick, power up punch. I didn't know what to bring for my fourth move, so I just chose power up punch because it does damage and gives me attack boost as well. And Hitmonlee swept through his team after it's weakened. Literally, just goes through his team after his team is somewhat weakened. So yeah, I had to preserve it till the end so that I can try and sweep with it. So it has 4 HP, 250 to attack, 4 special defense, 248 in HP. I mean, 248 in speed with an adamant nature. Now you might be thinking why I have 4 in special defense rather than in speed, but that is because I only needed 248 speed with an adamant nature to outspeed his whole team after an unburden boost, holding a choice scarf. So yeah, it was four. I didn't want to waste the 4 EV, so I just put them in special defense. And yeah, that is what the team we are bringing is. And let's just jump right into this battle. Also, just a warning: I forgot to bring uh, I forgot to put my nicknames on, which I was really sad about, but I guess it is what it is. So let's just jump right into the battle. So he leads with Jafar, and I lead with Garchomp just because Garchomp was good to set up rocks, and I didn't want to make the same mistake I made week one. I was pretty sure this thing would have HP ice, and that's why I just go into my answer for it because it's just a safe play. I decided to go for Flash Cannon, trying to do some good amount of damage on this thing in case it stays in. I didn't really want to predict at this point of the game. And then it brings in the Vaporeon. It did more than I expected, which I was happy about. So I just volt switch to gain the momentum and do some really good amount of damage, bringing it below 50%. Of course, not after the leftovers. I just go into my Vaporeon answer being Venusaur. He goes for Scald, not getting the burn, which I was happy about. Even the burn is nerfed, it's still annoying. So I didn't want to take any risks. Like I said, safe play is the best play at this point of the game. I just go for a Giga Drain to do damage, but he switches out into Scarlet, the Scolipede. It does not do much, but he did not know that I had HP5 at the back, and so he sets up a SWAT stance. And then I just go for an HP5 to do a really good amount of damage. And he can't baton pass now because we have a rule that you can only pass speed without any other stat, or you can only pass another stat without any speed. So yeah, Venusaur I knew could take hit. It took a poison jab easily, and I just kill this Colipede easily. HP5 coming through like you knew. I literally had fire on all of my Pokemon except for Alamomola. That's pretty insane. He goes into Jafar, pretty obvious, and I just go once again into my counter for Jafar, which is Magiana. It takes the Psychic really well. That's what it's supposed to do, so I was happy. So here I just predicted him to switch out and went for a Volt Switch to gain the momentum, but he did not switch out. I should have gone to Azel because I know that a U-turn has a good chance of killing Jafar at this point, especially with that 4 attack and things. So I go for U-turn and get the kill. It was not 100% chance, but it was a good amount of chance. So I didn't feel it was kind of facts, and he didn't say anything about it. So yeah, and I just get the kill on Jafar easily with Azel and Magiana Volt Switch U-turn combo. He goes into his Raikou, and here I thought he might have HPS, that's why I switch out into my Mega Venusaur. He goes for a Shadow Ball, which makes me think that he does not have HP Ice. And let me pause right here. Like I said while explaining, Mega Venusaur was my counter to Raikou, and I completely forgot that this thing gets extra sensory. And at this point, I realized I messed up big time because this was my counter, and I completely forgot that Raikou gets extra sensory, which I was pretty sad about. But I should have prepped better there. But here I feel that he does not have HPI, so I bring in my Garchomp. He once again gives me signs that he does not have HPIs and goes out into the Dodrio because, of course, the Earthquake was really obvious. And anyways, I knew that Garchomp can live 1 HPIs. That's why even if he had the HPIs, I wanted to do maximum damage with an Earthquake. That's why I went for it. He goes for a return, doing a really less amount of damage. I go for a Toxic, and here I wanted to preserve Garchomp. I wanted to keep it in a situation where it can still live on HPIs. That's why I go into my Lomomola, my second physical wall. He goes for a return, not doing much at all, and I go for a wish because it's just the best play in any case. If Alamomola takes a lot of damage, if I want to pass a wish to something like a Magiana, which is weakened now, or even Garchomp, so I just go for a wish, and I straight up switch into my Garchomp because at this point I was thinking that that 90% chance he does not have HPIs. That's why I go into my Garchomp. I take an extra sensory to the face, brings me down to 50%, but the wish gets me back to 100%, which I was really happy about. And once again, I can easily live an HPI. Not easily, but I can take it. So once again, if he still had it, I still went for an Earthquake, not predicting much as it was the safest and the best play. Also, I was in a good situation at this point, so I didn't really want to over predict and throw the game away. So the Earthquake does an okay amount of damage to Vaporeon, not a lot. I thought he had Ice Beam. That's why I straight up switched into Magiana to take the hit. He wishes, and I straight up just Volt Switch to gain my momentum because the switch by him was pretty obvious. So I just Volt Switch to gain momentum. It was a crit, but didn't really matter much because he passed the wish on to the Raikou, so it can easily heal back up. I go into my Garchomp because at this point I was pretty sure he does not have HPIs, but still I had to play safe. And since I was once again able to take an HPIs, it was the best play. So here once again I didn't risk anything. I should have went for an Earthquake, and here uh, it takes some toxic damage, and I switch out right into my Alamomola, not wanting to take any damage uh, put away by the Dodrio. He goes for knockoff to get rid of my leftovers on Alamomola. It didn't really matter much because it gets wish, and Alamomola is just there to take some hits. It gets regenerated as well, so it can switch out and gain its health back. Vaporeon comes in. By the way, if you already did not notice, his nickname stole this, which made me even more angry. So yeah, he recovers from leftovers. I double switch, predicting this to come in because I didn't want any wish passing to go on. And here I wanted to check whether he had HPIs. That's why I bought in Garchomp, and then I switched into Magiana, and he had the Ice Beam, not HPIs, Ice Beam. So yeah, I came to know, and that was a good play by me. I felt nice. Here once again, I this time I didn't click Volt Switch because I just wanted to put out as much damage as possible on his team because I knew that Hitmonlee, once the Raikou is lowered a little, cleans up and sweeps through his team. So I just wanted to do as much damage as possible on anything that switches in, or even if Vaporeon stays in, it does a really, really, really good amount of damage. He brings in his Raikou once again. Like I said, once this thing is lowered, Jirachion is not a problem, and I can easily sweep through his team. So I should have go for the cannon because I capped and it still does a lot of damage. So Magiana, for you, it's a beast. He goes for Shadow Ball, not getting the kill. So I was a nervous Nelly at this point, and I was like really scared. So I panicked and Volt switched rather than sacking it off and bringing in Hitmonlee. So I will switch out into my Azel, and here I click U-turn just to confirm that he won't that Hitmonlee can definitely kill it. and I bring in Magiana to sack it off now. And this pretty much confirmed my sweep unless I missed the high jump kick. So yeah, I was praying that I don't miss a high jump kick. I go into my Hitmonlee and go for a fake out just to get that unburdened boost. And he switches on to Terrakion to my surprise. If it was me, I would have just sacked up Raikou. But to be honest, it did not really matter what he did, he would still lose. He goes back into the Raikou, and I straight up clicked high jump kick because there was no reason not to. I just had to get the kill, so I just go for high jump kick, uh, getting the kill on the Raikou. He brings in his Vaporeon, so I thought Vaporeon had a chance of living this. I was worried, and I thought he would go for Scald, fishing for a burn, but he goes for a Wish to my surprise, and as you can see, the Vaporeon lives on 2%. So here I was kind of sad, but since he wished up and I knew he did not have Protect, I wasn't really sad about it because that just made things better for me. I just go for a Power Up Punch to ensure the kill and get an attack boost. So I didn't calc how much High Jump Kick does on this. That's why this ensured the kill and High Jump Kick connects. And Terrakion goes down and Hitmonlee cleans up at the end of the game. So I played well. This time I was actually thinking, as you can see in the result and the way I played. So it was good on my part, thinking well, uh, because last game I really wasn't doing that well, as you know. And if you're a Tyron Charizard fan, then you might be happy right now as well. So yeah, we took our revenge as he sniped Vaporeon from me, and I'm really happy that I took the revenge. I was really pissed, and we win it, getting 2 wins and 1 loss. The record. This is our record this season till week 3. Hopefully, we can continue the win streak and keep on winning, uh, and eventually win the USL Yellow League. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you have not already for more fun Pokemon content. Comment down below what do you think my best play was in this game. And I'll leave you here. I'll come back next time at 3 to 10 raised to the power 8 meters per second. And peace guys.